Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another reading vlog. It is officially Wednesday the 8th, which means it is the second week of Escape the Readathon. So this is my second vlog. Similar to my last vlog, we're just gonna read through the week and see what we get done. I think this time I'm just gonna tell you what prompts I read for in the end of the video wrap up. The dog just punched the tripod, so sorry. We're gonna adjust so he can't do it again. So the goal this week is to just see how many books that I can read toward all the prompts that we're going for and to see how many tickets my team can score. I do in fact have on my Pillsbury Doughboy Halloween cookies for the snack squad, as I should. I have already been doing some reading though, so let's do an update on that. This morning, Lexi hosted sprints on her channel for the readathon, and I picked up Sisters of the Lost Nation by Nick Medina. This is following a girl who's living on a reservation, and she believes, one, that she's being haunted by kind of this disembodied creature that she never really sees. And then two, she's working at this new casino that opened probably like 2 years prior on the reservation. This is set in the late 90s. And she's starting to believe that maybe some nefarious things are happening on one of the floors in the casino. And then girls around the reservation start going missing. And then her sister goes missing. I'm only 111 pages in, I think. So I don't know that much yet. We're going in between two timelines. So like in the beginning, it starts on day 1 at 4:18. But then also we're going day 36, like 70 hours gone. And so it's flipping between her getting this promotion at the reservation, which is day 1, and then day 36 or day 35, and however many hours gone is after her sister goes missing. And since we're flipping back and forth so much, I really haven't seen all that much in either timeline, so I don't really have many theories or anything yet. Also, all of this, except for like the dual timelines, is on the back, so this vlog is, as always, my second vlog. It's no spoilers. We're not gonna be spoiling for no one. But I actually am gonna go, before I have to leave for work, start editing my first vlog, or continue editing, because I've hardly started. And I just got more SD cards in the mail, and it turns out they're not compatible for video. So I need to start clearing up the 2 that I have with my vlog and my book haul to be able to do this vlog. So I'm going to go work on that, and then I'm going to go to work, and I'll see you probably tomorrow, and I'll hopefully have finished this book. Guys, it has been a couple days and I have some updates for you, but first, my Escape the Readathon bookmarks came yesterday and I figured we could open them together. So let's do that. I wasn't sure if I was going to order anything for this readathon because it turns out I have to get a new car. Super fun. But then like I keep thinking about this and like, shout out to Lexi, because I simply cannot imagine how much time just planning this readathon took, let alone like how probably time consuming it is every single day to go through every single Google submission, to be scheduling sprints, to be just, I can't imagine. So Lexi, if you're watching this, I know you said you don't like compliments, but thank you, because this has been really incredible. And you're the best. Oh my god, there's a little black cat for the Black Cat Carnival. That's so cute. Okay. I wish I wasn't doing this at like, I don't want to ruin the sticker. I wish I wasn't doing this at 1 a.m. so there could be nice natural light for me to show you all of these, but I'm sure a lot of you have seen them already. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I already like can't remember which one is for which team except for my team. So Dunk Tank, which I'm assuming is for the game team, but so cute.
I love the little drips of blood. Also, these are an amazing texture. Like, I could just sit here and keep doing that. Okay. Food court. This is for my team, for the snack squad. All the little spiders and the popcorn. I love popcorn. I'm actually devastated I haven't had any yet during this readathon because I went to the other night and it turns out we're out because we love popcorn in this household. Ferris wheel. Oh my god, the texture. Also, this little balloon. It reminds me, can I get my arm up enough? It reminds me of Big Ed's balloon. I don't know that you can see Big Ed. Let me stand. It reminds me of Big Ed's balloon. But Big Ed's balloon doesn't have a face. I like the face. I want to get some sort of pumpkin over here to match. In case you were wondering. Okay, that's not supposed to go that high. And puppet show. Oh my god. This. Have you guys ever seen the puppet episode of Criminal Minds? Because that's what it's giving. Okay, these are so cute. I don't know if there's still some on Etsy, because when I went on the other day just to look at them after, oh my god, look at the holographic, whatever. Look at the shine. There was only like one left, but seriously, if you can afford to, Lexi has stickers on her Etsy, she has a bunch of stuff, just go support her, because my girl, she's been doing a lot for us this month, so thank you, Lexi. Okay, but into the books. When we last spoke, I had started Sisters of the Lost Nation by Nick Medina. I have now finished it, and I'm really conflicted about my rating. The whole time I was reading it, I really felt like there was something that I was missing, and I couldn't name it, I couldn't place it. And then we were talking about this on Sprints last night. Who was hosting? I think Lexi was actually hosting, but someone in the comments said that they were just about to start this, and I was like, oh my god, I finished it this morning, and they were like, what did you think? And I was like, it was really great, 4.5 stars. And as I was typing that, I was like, is it? Like, is that what it is? Because I don't know. And then Lexi had a good point, and she was like, well, it's not a horror. Because she went in expecting a horror because she read it for, I think, like, reading all of the horror Goodreads Choice Awards for 2023. And I went into it thinking it's a thriller because that's what it's labeled as on the back. And it's not that either. Like, it is very much a mystery. But then the person who was going to read it was like, well, I don't like mysteries. And I was like, oh my god, I'm like, no, but you need to read it. Because the social commentary in this is so good. And then I spiraled after sprints. Like, the whole next 45-minute sprint, I was just sitting there, and I was like, well, what do I think about this book? And then sprints ended, and, like, for another 45 minutes, I was like, well, what do I think about this book? And I think what I'm struggling with is this was not the book that I thought it was going to be. It wasn't the story that I was expecting, or really the story that I wanted, but I think that Nick Medina handled Anna and Grace's story just with so much care and with so much I was going to say grace, but that's what it is. That's how he handled it. So while it wasn't the book that I was expecting, it's really hard to not respect and admire the book that it is. I mean, one, there is a scene with a police officer from the town in this, and like the shit that he says to Anna about her 15-year-old missing sister. I had to pause, and I was like, and my roommate was like, please stop beating up your books, because I do that sometimes. I don't actually physically touch them, but when I get mad, I just like pretend to punch the pages. Just, you know, like the book is set in the mid-90s, so it's like 20 to 25 years before Savannah's Act, or before really America made any sort of freaking leeway with helping Indigenous people when it comes to murdered and missing women. And it is really, for Indigenous people, like an epidemic. Like, that's literally what it is. And all of the freaking white police officers, they're like, no, we can't help you. Even though, you know, human traffickers have existed here since Christopher Columbus pulled up his little freaking ship. Oh, I'm struggling to decide what to rate it. So hopefully by the end of this vlog, I will have an answer to that. But right now I don't know. Because, like, it was lacking to something. The whole time I wanted more tension. And that's what it was. Did I mention that I figured out what I realized was lacking? Was, like, I never had this tension that you should have in a thriller or a horror or even a mystery when all of these things are going on. I felt like that was missing a little. But, like, just for that to be missing in a debut novel, like, that's not bad. I do think mismarketed a little with the genre. And so I don't know what to rate this book. Because I want all of my 5 stars to be books I'll reread. And I do think I'll reread this, but I don't think that it's a 5 star. And, like, is it a 4 star? Is it 3.5? Like, I think I'm going to go back and forth and back and forth. So hopefully by the end of this vlog, I'll know. And if I don't by the end of this vlog, hopefully by my freaking wrap up, I'll know. And tonight, I was supposed to work until 1 a.m., which is when we close. So I wasn't even supposed to get home until like 2 a.m. And I got out early. So I reread volume 1 and volume 2 of Heartstopper. And just, these held up. These really held up. I think, well, actually baffling. The first time I read them, I rated them 4 stars. And that's just incorrect. I read them in 2020 though, and I was reading like a lot because no one in food and beverage was actually working during the pandemic. So all I did was read. And I think I was like, you need to think more about how you're rating books, and graphic novels can't be 5 stars, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, are you kidding me? I still, like, my cheeks still hurt from smiling from reading both of these. I was kicking my little feet, like, actually kicking my little feet. I love Charlie and Nick. There's no one alive that doesn't know what these are about, so I'm not gonna give you the lowdown. But really, if you haven't read these, or if you haven't watched the Netflix show, do it. If you're someone who really doesn't like graphic novels, then still watch the show because it's so cute. And then I also started on my Kindle The Last House on Needless Street by Katrina Ward. Katrina Ward? I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. I don't know anything about this book. And I'm 7 pages in, so I also don't have much of an update. But here's what I know from the 7 pages in, because I refuse to read a synopsis. There's a man who lives in a house on just this little dirt road, and there's a lake. I'm picturing it like right across the street. I can see it like in my mind's eye. This house, it's a little bit up on a hill, and then there's a little dirt road, and then there's like a little alcove with a lake and like a little dock, and I'm picturing it in Maine. Wait, is this in Maine? Because I have Looking Glass Sound, and that's set in Maine. So maybe this is set in Maine. I don't know. They haven't said any. I'm 7 pages in. Anyways, like 11 years prior to where we're opening, a little girl goes missing. It's like the anniversary of that day when this man wakes up and he's remembering it. This man, Ted, his name is Ted, he thinks there's a murderer watching him. Murderer's got eyes on him. I don't know anything about that yet. I know that there is going to be a cat that narrates it, and her name is also Olivia, so that's interesting. That's what I know. There are some things about the way that this man is like narrating and talking that I have some ideas about what this book is going to be and where this book is going, but I'm not going to share any of that because what I have heard is that this book is great to go into blind, and everything kind of in these 7 pages or is the rough minimum that I knew about it going in. So I'm probably not going to update you on that until I'm really, really close to done because I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't want to read the synopsis yet. It feels like a book that I should take my time with, and we're done with the prompt I was going to read it for. So I don't know if I want to continue to slowly read it and maybe fit it into a different prompt, or just like read it next month and take my time with it. So we'll see. But for now, I'm not going to do anything because it's 1:15 a.m. and I have work at noon. And I'm freaking wide awake. Maybe I will read a little. I think though, I'm gonna watch some YouTube. Also, guys, can we just talk about? I've read after these two, or these three, I've now read 7 books this month. That's more than I read in any month this year. It's only one ahead of last month, but like last month reading 6 felt like a phenomenon. Okay, but now I'm 1 book ahead and I'm like 250 pages higher, because I didn't think I was going to be higher, because I was like, well, you read 2 graphic novels and you read 2 Beniculas, so there's no way. But there's a way. I don't know where I'm like 7 books ahead for my Goodreads challenge. What? Are you? Escape the readathon who? Even if we don't escape, like, I really just, like, I'm thriving in my reading, and I'm so happy. But we're gonna escape. That's my update. If you haven't yet, go support Lexi, or at least say thank you for being a rockin' readathon planner. I will see you probably again at midnight sometime soon. Here I am at 1:46 a.m. to give you a reading update and to close out this vlog. I will say I have been struggling this week with like figuring out when to film, and I thought, like, I am usually always the last one to go to bed, and my roommates are in bed by like 10:30, 11. But since my roommate had knee surgery and is out of work for 8 weeks, what is happening? Are you still recording? Hold, please. I don't know. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's not. Yeah, I've been struggling because usually everyone's in bed by 11:30 at like the latest. But since my roommate is out of work for 8 weeks, she's staying up until like 1 a.m. every night. And then sometimes I'll go to try and film an update, and I just know I'm incoherent and it's not worth it. But so hopefully we'll find a bit of a better balance in the coming weeks, but we'll see. As you probably saw in my B-roll yesterday, I started The Angel of Indian Lake by Stephen Graham Jones. I just finished this like not even 20 minutes ago. Not sure if you can tell. Maybe there's a reflection in my glasses and you can't, which that would be great for me. Had myself a good little cry. I genuinely thought that this was, like, the whole time I was like, it's gonna be another 4-star, which is like, okay, that's fine. 4 stars are great. And then I got to one of the last chapters, which if you also are like me and you listen along with the audiobook, or if you just listen to the audiobook, it's the one that Stephen King reads. And I freaking lost it, dude. My roommate was back at the desk over there while watching TV and like building Legos, and I just like sank down below the couch so I could stop and read this because I wasn't going to stop. And then the acknowledgements, again, they got me. I think Stephen Graham Jones, like, it probably helps that he's the one reading them, but he just seems like such a humble, cool dude. Like, he seems like just a genuine guy. This was great. I thought this was an amazing conclusion to this trilogy. And then it was told in first person, which the other ones weren't. The first one was just following Jade. The second one, we were switching between so many perspectives. And then this starts with another perspective, but then you're mostly just with Jade. And I thought maybe he could have tossed some other ones in there. Like maybe there could have been a little bit more of a balance of Jade and everyone else. But I love Jade, so I was content to just have Jade. But this was great. This was 5 stars. And I already want to reread this trilogy. Like, I think this is my new favorite series. I think I'm always going to think about it, and I'm going to think about it for a long, long time. And let's just quickly wrap up everything else that I read in this vlog. May not seem like a lot, but it is to me, because Indian Lake was my 8th book this month, and the most I've read in a month this year is 6. So, shout out to Escape the Readathon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to edit them all out, but you can in fact tell that it's nearly 2 a.m. because I do just keep staring a little blank face into the camera every few words, but that's fine. I'm going to do my best. Sisters of a Lost Nation by Nick Medina is the first book that I read in this vlog, and if you recall from hopefully not more than 20 minutes ago, I had no idea what I was going to rate this one, and I said I would let you know, and I still don't know. I think I'm leaning like a 3.5, but like it doesn't feel concrete. I don't feel like I know that in my bones yet, but hopefully I'll have a little more of a grasp on that by the end of the month and with my wrap up. Next, I reread volumes 1 and 2 of Heartstopper. These were just a great time again. I can't believe the first time I read them, I only gave them 4 stars. So these were both 5-star upon reread. I cannot wait to reread the third one either this month or next month, and then read the 2 that I haven't read next month. I can't wait to kind of see how it's going to play out, because like TV show wise, the first season of the TV show is both of these combined, but the second season is just the third. So I wonder if the third season, like, are they going to do 2 more seasons or 1 more season, or is there a graphic novel, another one that's going to come out? I don't know. Oh wait, and I was the last time we talked to you. I think I was in the middle. I am but a girl the last time we talked to you. Also in this vlog, I started The Last House on Needless Street by Catriona Ward. I was like in the middle of the first chapter when I updated you, and I have since finished the first chapter and read like the first couple paragraphs of the second chapter. I think I'm gonna wait until after the readathon is over to read it. Like, I want to know pressure situation. Not that I think this readathon is a pressure situation, which I think I was worried about, but I think there's a lot of fun chaos. Obviously, like, this entire idea thrives off of chaos. Maybe Lexi too, honestly. I don't know. But I think I just want to be outside of these parameters and kind of like take my time with it. I kind of already have some theories, so I really want to like be focused. If anyone though has listened to the audiobook, let me know if you liked it, because I'm like, maybe that's one I'll read in tandem. I did just order a physical copy because it is a book I've been putting off purchasing for a long time and putting off reading for a long time, but I do want to get to it this year. Okay, so these are the 4 books that I read this week. Let me know if you read any of them, what you think. If you've read this entire trilogy, let me know. Let's be friends. I want to talk to you about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon with another video. Bye.